Hello, my name is Michael Rainville, and I'm a proud member of Metro Cable Network, Channel 6. We're going to visit A Whirl today. Northeast Minneapolis is shining, it's at its finest. We're going to meet some very interesting characters, see some great sights, so come with me on a journey through Northeast. And we're going to start that. I grabbed the first guy I saw. Stuart, you're a visual artist. Tell us a little bit about your studio in Northeast and what you do to fulfill your art quota.
Sure. Well, my name is Stuart Devon, and I play in a band called A Whirl Hotbed, and it's an all-percussion band, and our studio is here in Northeast, and that's where we practice and rehearse and build some of our instruments, and, so every once in a while throw a party.
And Stuart, you've been in Northeast quite a while, and you've seen this progress. What is it now? What was it when you first moved in?
Well, let me just say that I think Northeast is the best part of the Twin Cities right now. I mean, when you look at what's happening today with A Whirl and the participation in the community, I think it's a fantastic thing. You have to come down and check it out because this is something that would never happen in the suburbs. Everybody's too spread out, and with the way the things are set up here and the A Whirl and all the artists, it's just a great place to have a studio and come down and have some fun.
So the great planning of having an arts district, making it walkable, compact, that was really a big secret.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, quality of life is about community, in my opinion. And, if you're all spread out and you're not meeting your neighbors or, visiting the businesses next to your house, you don't have that same sense of community. And Northeast definitely has that. And A Whirl and what's going on here has really added to that.
Well, thank you for your time, Stuart, and I'm going to go meet some community.
Sounds great. Have fun.
I'm on the corner of 13th Avenue Northeast and 3rd Street, and I'm in front of perhaps the best coffee shop in North America, Maeves, and I have Mary, the proprietor. Mary, what is your favorite part of doing business in Northeast Minneapolis?
Well, it's the people, it's the neighborhood, it's a sense of community, it's good business partners being next to the anchor. I think I have the best customers in North America. And it's vibrant, being part of the arts community makes me happy every day. As a writer and a bad painter, I admire all the good ones that are around me. So yeah, I'm lucky. I landed exactly where I wanted to be.
Thanks for your time today, Mary.
You're welcome. Thank you very much, and have fun at Art.
Yep. You want a small also for the cappuccino? Not yet. I'm going to give you this card so that we can find you when the food comes up.
On our next stop of Northeast Minneapolis, we're at the Anchor Fish and Chips, and I'm talking to some immigrants. Northeast Minneapolis has always been a portal for immigration, and I have two new Irish immigrants. Tell us a little bit about what brought you to America.
My family moved here in '94 from Belfast, and been here ever since. Love it here.
And Kathleen, how about you?
I came here about 18 years ago. I fell in love with a Minneapolis person, and that's what kept me staying here. Yeah.
And tell us about Fish and Chips, the Anchor. You've been open, is it 6 years now, Luke?
It's be 6 years in October. Yep. So we do things. I suppose the traditional Irish style of fish and chips. Everything's made from scratch, and good quality ingredients. Yeah.
Kathleen, what is your favorite part about the Anchor?
My favorite part about the Anchor is our Irish breakfast, because it's something my dad used to cook for me every Saturday morning for all of our 6 kids in our family, and we have the identical breakfast that I've grown up with, and you don't get that very much in America, and that's my favorite part. And I love the fish and chips too, but...
Well, what would be at a typical Irish breakfast?
Well, we have what we call the full whack, and it's got bacon, it's got rashers, which is the nice part of the bacon, it's the less fatty part. We have sausages, fried tomato, fried mushrooms, potato bread, which is Luke's recipe, his mum's recipe. We have black and white pudding, which is like a blood sausage, and that is delicious, very spicy and tasty. So it's a huge breakfast. You wouldn't have anything to eat for another 10 hours after it, It's typical Irish breakfast, yeah.
And Luke, I've admired the interior of your restaurant many times, and I understand that you actually were the carpenter, you were the guy behind all that, so you're a pretty talented guy.
Well, I don't know about talented, but I was the guy behind a lot of that stuff. Yep. Did a lot of the build out ourselves with a lot of friends' help from the neighborhood, and it turned out beautiful, I think. it's a beautiful space to begin with, the old tin ceilings, and just made that stand out.
And you talk about the neighborhood and the community. You're a very big supporter of the community of 13th Avenue and all of the Northeast. Why is that?
It's family, It's like a small town in the city. People say hello to each other walking down the street. No one's shy, so people take care of each other and look out for each other, and that's what a real community is about. So really found my home away from home, or my second home here, and love it.
Here it goes. Fish and chips.
The food truck for us was like a very expensive billboard, basically a traveling billboard. So it was marketing the restaurant, and so that's why we don't go just downtown Minneapolis. We go all over the city and the suburbs. So we get to places like Blaine and Cottage Grove and St. Louis Park, and so all of a sudden people go, oh, the Anchor Fish and Chips, and then we hand them a little thing that says we have a restaurant, and our business is built because of that. That's one of the main serious big grown-up reasons, but the other reason is it's really, really fun. Gets our staff out on the road, gets them having a bit of fun, going to music events, beer events, and it changes the scenario up a bit, and it's a really cool thing to do. Have a mini restaurant on wheels.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Northeast benefits from a lot of great infrastructure, but the best infrastructure is our political infrastructure. And here we are with Councilmember Jacob Frye. What a great day for you.
This is my favorite weekend of the year, Michael. Thanks for having me.
So tell us a little bit about A Whirl and what it means to not only the people who live and create here, but the outside community as well.
Yeah, we have a stupendous creative class that's located here in Northeast Minneapolis. And, today, during A Whirl, the music is playing. The sun is not necessarily shining, but the people are out and they're happy. And it's because this is the weekend during the year where they get to show their craft, where they get to show off all the skills that they've developed over the last year. And for artists, some of them are making their rent for the next few months just in this weekend alone. So while there are some tremendous beer tents and some music's playing, this weekend is really about art.
And Northeast in general, it's really become an entertainment district above anything else.
It is. Northeast went through a couple struggling decades there, but now when you look around, there's bustling activity. You've got people out on the sidewalk. All the local businesses are doing quite well right now, and I got to be honest, it's not due to anything on my part. It's due to the creative class. It's due to the artists and what they bring in terms of the dynamic that they bring to the neighborhood here.
Jacob, a little bit earlier we talked to some Irish immigrants, and Northeast has always been a portal of immigration and continues to be one.
Yeah, Northeast has been sort of the first stop when you're a new American. If we just walk down the street here, we've got a church, and that church was previously Czech, now it's Ecuadorian. We've got a Somali community here. We've got artists. We've got Latinos, you name it. And when you have that sort of mixing bowl of all different kinds of people from a million different backgrounds, that's really what makes Northeast exciting, gritty, and unique. They all bring so much to the community.
Excalibur. I'm nothing without it.
Pull it out of the stone. It is.
Yes, faint the heart. It is. I don't know, captive audience. I think it's probably the biggest reason. Everybody hangs out. And make the batter really good. And then I got a captive audience. Sometimes I can read your future. It happens, but I don't know who it was for, so. Oh, see you too late.